People love to play with God. They love to manipulate, misuse, and abuse not only him, but his word and his people. And after watching Evil Influencer, the Jodi Hildebrandt story, there's some things that I want to specifically talk to you about from a Christian therapist perspective. Now, I already did a video breaking things down more in depth from just a licensed therapist perspective without the spiritual twist here that I will link up here and put in the description if you want to check that out. But I noticed that nobody was talking about the spiritual stuff. And so I was like, clearly I'm gonna have to do it. Before we get into it, I need for you to put in the comment section below, what did you think about Evil Influencer, the Jodi Hildebrandt story? What did you think about her, the Franke family, the kids, everything that she did and went through? Let's talk about it. And let's also get into the spiritual part, because Jodi and what she did was she saw a profitable niche within the LDS Mormon community, the Latter-day Saints community, and she capitalized on that. She knew that in this community, sex, sexual orientation, sexuality, pornography, libido, all of those things were a very difficult and hard topic to express or to talk about. And people had a lot of, I guess you can say, sexual issues within their marriage. And whatever weird ideology that was inaccurate that she perpetuated onto these individuals is what led her to break up and separate people's marriages and separate people from their children for years at a time. She also abused children emotionally, physically, spiritually, in any other way possible. She used very extreme language about lust, sex, desires, libido, pornography that made people extremely shameful. And before we move on really quick, it has come to my attention that only about 4 to 5% of you guys who watch my videos are subscribed to my channel. And we gotta get that number way up. So if you are enjoying this video or any of my other ones, please do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, because that does help me to create videos like this for y'all every single week. Now let's get back to it. And the thing that blew my mind was that she operated as the mouthpiece of God. She acted like God was the only one who spoke to her, that nobody else could hear from God and nobody else was questioned. It was just wild to me. But what she did was she operated in something called Charismatic Witchcraft. Yes, we go in there. So this video may or may not be for everybody, but let's talk about it and let's keep it real. Charismatic Witchcraft is when someone who is typically charismatic, they are well liked, they are maybe well dressed, they speak well, they're confident, they're clinically trained, they are all of these things, and they operate in something called control, domination, intimidation, and manipulation. She did all 4 of those things. And last time that I checked in my Nipsey voice, those things were not of God. When we think about it, the word says you will know them by their fruit, right? The fruit of the Spirit. The fruit of the Spirit is what? Love, joy, peace, kindness, goodness, self-control, patience. All of those things are fruits of the Spirit. And if I list out all of those right now, do you guys, you can put in the comment section, do you guys feel that she operated in any of those things? I don't think so. Not one of them. She may have lied and pretended to love these people and to care about these people and be kind to them, but it wasn't really coming from God. She knew that it really wasn't coming from God when the people under you, your clients, the people that you're mentoring, all of those things started to exhibit nasty characteristics that were also not from God. When you are operating from a pure place, a pure vessel, and God is speaking to you to help other people, the people that you're helping are going to see the fruits of your labor in a positive way. They are going to be loving. They are going to be kind. They're going to be filled with joy and peace and kindness and self-control and goodness. But none of those things happened with Ruby. She was a tyrant too. And this is how I know it was the enemy, because I don't know if y'all saw that. They mentioned it real quick and they moved on, and I said, I'm talking about this. This was very demonic. At some point, Jodi, I can't remember if Jodi moved in with the Franke family or the Franke family moved in with Jodi, but they wind up living together. It was because Jodi was starting to see dark shadows. She was scared at night. She was having nightmares. They said that she started to speak in different voices, and that essentially she acted as if she was possessed. They brushed past that real fast, but I said, oh, this is demonic. She was being used by the enemy. And those things were manifesting in her life. You may say like, oh yeah, I'm doing the work of the Lord. And so because I'm doing the work of the Lord, the enemy was trying to attack me. No, 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 no. You were being used as a conduit because we already talked about how there was no fruit of the Spirit there. You are being used by the enemy. You are blinded. When you give him a little bit, a little inch into your life, a little open door, that brother comes busted in. He takes a mile, that inch turns into a mile, and he brings all of his demon homies to be like, oh yeah, pride, come on in, greed, come on in, lust, come on in, deceit, manipulation, control, come on in. All of them come in and they do what only they can do. And they blind you to thinking that you're correct, that you are right, that nobody can touch you. When the truth of the matter is, she needs to repent. She needs to ask God for forgiveness for all of the things that she has done. Because at the end of the day, she is going to have to give an account, a personal responsibility for everything that she said, that she did, that she didn't do in front of God. And baby, you don't want to be on the other side of that wrath, because one thing about God is that he is a just God, which means he's loving and kind and he gives grace and mercy as much as possible. As long as you're still breathing, you have another chance and another opportunity. But God is just. So that means that wrath and that judgment can absolutely come on you if you don't stop playing and do what you are supposed to do. You're going to be held responsible. Her being in jail is just the first part of her being responsible, because she, even in jail, is not taking accountability or responsibility either. And that's a scary place to be in. So thank you so much for watching another review on my channel. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Be blessed. Bye.